All right, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Reddit stories, but I read them myself. Today, we have what's something boys can never tell their girlfriends. Whew, feels good up here now. I actually watched this episode without you when you passed out last night. Bro, quiet. She might hear you. I have to make sure to restart the episode after I watch it and let it play for a few seconds and then pause it there so they don't realize I've watched the entire thing without them. That you wouldn't date her if she was a worm. Depends. If we started dating and then she became a worm, I'd get a little habitat thing to take care of her. I'd still love her. If I met her as a worm, then no. I couldn't start develop any feelings. You've been asked, haven't you? Yes, he seems pretty experienced in this area. I just know this is going to be on TikTok with Minecraft gameplay or Subway Surfers in the background with shitty lo-fi music. Well, Xbox gun hire? I bet you didn't expect someone to be on a flying carpet reading this inside a book. How about that? All right? They'll put this comment in for the meta joke of it and use it to farm comments about how funny it was to put this one in there. You heard them. Let's farm some comments. Put it down below. How much I actually spend on my hobbies. It's not like I lie, I just never disclose prices. To the grave, hell, I don't even want to know. The real answer to the question, what are you thinking about, when he dozed off again? My then girlfriend used to ask all the time. She was super self-critical and was convinced I spent my time thinking about other girls. One day I got so fed up that I told her what I was actually thinking about. How great a rock band would be if it was made up entirely of apes. My now wife now just asks, monkeys playing drums again? Honestly, that'd probably be a good band. Oh, this one here says, don't forget to like and subscribe. Interesting. I want my hoodie back. When me and my ex split up, she put my hoodie she always wore around the house into my bag when I was moving out. It somehow made it worse that she went out of her way to make sure she didn't keep the hoodie. My ex kept my favorite jacket. It's been 3 years and I still miss that jacket. My ex kept my childhood stuffed monkey. That's fucked. Yeah, why would you even give her a monkey though? What I'm really thinking about, since you would never believe me if I said I was thinking about how bike tires are made. 14 years ago, I woke up before you on a weekend. I was watching an episode of Batman the Animated Series. You woke up halfway through the episode and picked up the remote and changed the channel. You knew I was watching and I never got to see the end of the episode. I'm still salty about it. Damn, this is fucked up. I need space from her sometimes, and it's not because she did something wrong. I was able to finally tell my now wife this several years back. I'm a chef and I explained to her that I'm in a constant state of conversation with no less than 25 people for 12 to 14 hours. Sometimes I just need time to not interact with anyone at all. Being able to explain why I needed this personal time, as we both call it, and use it, helped her understand better. I hope you can find a healthy, productive way to explain to your significant other about why you need this time. Frame it as time to yourself, not time away from her if you are able to. The guy she tells us not to worry about really worries us. Yep, had that told to me a few times by different girls. By that point, the relationship is already over. Dang. Calm down. So you have chosen death. Don't call her a ketchup packet when she's on her period. Yeah, that's degrading and immature. Call her Bleedy Gonzalez instead. My partner is Russian. I ask if the Soviets are back in town. It never goes well and I never learn my lesson. Oh my Lord. In my case, what you thinking about? My wife asks me all the time and I've been daydreaming about what it would be like if I owned that McDonald's across the street and then after falling in a vat of radioactive fry grease was able to turn into Ronald at night. I would fight crime, but only if it was food related and all of my weapons would be burger condiment themed. Then I'm thinking about aerodynamics of pickles as shurikens and what process I would use to make them sturdy and sharp enough to be lethal. It's a lot easier to just say spacing out than see her cute face raise an eyebrow in concern if I'm working too much again. Baby, I'm so glad you're real and I didn't forget to take my schizophrenia medication today. My boyfriend sometimes says, I'll never take those meds. I don't want you to disappear. We're concerned about you just up and leaving us. Big oof, this is me. I've had it happen once, no warning or anything. The day before we were spooning in bed, talking like normal about everything. The next day she just moved out, left me and the dog. The dog she insisted we buy. I didn't really want the responsibility, without so much as a penny. I had spent a small fortune paying off her student loan and all of our bills a few days prior. I had an insane payout because of a large bonus thanks to my effort at work, and the deal was that we'd use her salary to buy food and live our lives that month. 6.5-year relationship, and she just left me without so much as an explanation. Left me without money to buy food for me or the dog. It was so unexpected. Her friends called me and asked if I had cheated or what I had done wrong. None of them knew why she left either. It's been 10 years and I still don't know, and I still don't fully trust it won't happen again with my current girlfriend. The dog is still with me, by the way, a beautiful but old Rottweiler, 13 years old this September, which I spoil rotten. Good for you. Good for you. I bet it's a cute dog, and that dog deserves the world, and it's messed up what your ex did to you. The only thing a good guy said to me that he shouldn't have is we went out to a nice Valentine's Day dinner at my favorite Indian restaurant. Got all dressed up, which was not our usual style as Porsche retail workers. We're having a wonderful time. And he said, yeah, his ex, and I came here for Valentine's Day once. Totally ruined the moment for me. I thought it was so special, but he'd been there, done that. That long 40-minute non-stop story you just told me while I had full eye contact and kept nodding and agreeing with you? Yeah, I zoned out about 5 minutes in and was thinking about what show I'm gonna watch later tonight. I just know how to look like I'm listening. It's a very useful skill to have. My last girlfriend blamed her acne on the COVID vaccine. I didn't have the heart to say maybe it was the literal pint of ice cream she had almost daily. That boner I just got, it's not because of that other woman who just walked, drove, cartwheeled past. It's because we just walked past a cafe and I got a whiff of a particular blend of tea that reminded me of this time I was in a supermarket looking for tea and my friend texted me about something that reminded me of the time we were backpacking across Western Europe and we stopped for tea in a cafe just outside Barcelona. And the older but still attractive, just not in that way, waitress gave me one of the 3 compliments I have ever received, which I had a good wank over when we got back to the hotel. God. Classic T-boner. When another woman is flirtatious with me, and no, before anyone says anything, I have absolutely not flirted back or gave signals. In no way, shape, or form. For example, the most recent time was last week on vacation with my family. We were at a small beach town in Eastern Europe. My wife got an ear infection from too much water going in her ears at the beach. I take my 1-year-old daughter to the pharmacy to get her something for it. I tell young lady pharmacist that I need something for my wife's ear infection. Lady pharmacist proceeds to start asking me personal questions and flirting with me pretty blatantly while taking her time getting the medication. People are starting to walk in now and there's like a 3-person line behind me waiting. I'm being polite but short. Not curt, but almost. She is not bothered. Then she brings her phone out trying to show me her Instagram page. While I'm holding my daughter in one arm and my wallet in the other, I tell her very firmly that she's been very helpful and I appreciate it, but I must get back to my wife. How much is the medication? She prints me out a receipt, writes her Insta and Snapchat on it, and hands it to me. I give her the cash, pretend I don't see the info she wrote on the receipt, and joke, I won't need the receipt. I don't plan on returning the medication. Have a great day. I leave the receipt on the counter and leave. She's blowing my daughter kisses and waving to her as we leave while I'm wondering, what the fuck just happened? Bro, did she give the right medicine and not something to get your wife out of the way? That could have been a lethal medication. All right, everyone. Thank you for attending episode 3. If you all enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.